Heidi, it's Michelle, and I've got a really cute little beading project for you guys today that I think is going to be great for Valentine's Day. We're going to be making perfume bottles, and I've got the supplies here for a few different ones, so we'll just go over the materials for each one as we go. And these can really be made with many different shapes of beads. It's just the way that you put those shapes together to make it look like a perfume bottle. You can choose a shape of whatever is your favorite perfume, whatever that bottle's shaped like. Just see if you can find a bead that kind of looks similar to that. For our first one here, I'm going to be using a faceted rectangle bead, and that's a 12 by 17 millimeter. And then I've got a 4 millimeter daisy spacer and a 4 by 6 rondelle. And I'm going to be using a 2-inch head pin. And these are so simple. You just put your rectangle bead on there, and that's the perfume bottle. And our little 4 millimeter daisy spacer is going to be like the little neck of the bottle. And then the 4 by 6 rondelle is our little jeweled bottle topper. And I think those are so cute. So just like we do with all of our bead charms, we're just going to hold everything firmly together there and bend our head pin over at about a 90-degree angle. And then I'm going to cut that down to about 1/4 of an inch. And then take my round nose pliers and roll that into a loop. And there is your little perfume bottle. I thought that little pink topper was really cute on that one. And I'm just leaving that as is. You can just attach whatever you want to the top of your loop here, depending on how you're going to use that. And with all of my bead charms, I like to say that you can use those as just about any piece of jewelry that you want. You can make 2, put them on ear wires, and you've got a pair of earrings. You can put a pendant bell on there and have a necklace charm, or you can just put a lobster clasp where you can attach it to a purse or a backpack or a charm bracelet, anything that you want to put that on. Okay, so I've got another example here, and this one I think is a really cute idea. We're going to do something just a little bit different to that. For this one, I've got another 12 by 17 faceted rectangle bead, and I've used both of those in the clear, but you can use whatever color that you want. I've got a few examples already made up that I'll show you toward the end after we get these done. I've got a 5 millimeter crystal rondelle spacer bead, and then I've got a 5 by 6, I think was how it measured, or it may have been a 4 by 6 millimeter bellflower bead. If you remember, we used these on our flower vase last year at Valentine's Day. And then I've got a 6 by 8 teardrop bead in pink, and I think that's going to be really cute. I'm going to be using that for something separate, and I'll show you that as we go. So I've got 2 head pins, and one of those we're just going to use for just our pink faceted bead. If you guys can tell that that's pink, it's very, very light, soft pink. And that's all we're putting on there with the pointed end up. And we're just going to fold that over at about a 90-degree angle and cut it down. And we're just making sort of like a little dangle out of this that we're going to do something really cute with. So I'm going to roll that into a loop with my round nose pliers. And there's our little teardrop dangle, and we're just going to lay that aside for a minute. And we're going to start assembling our perfume bottle. So I just take my other head pin, and I'm going to put my 12 by 17 millimeter rectangle bead on there. And let's see. Oh, okay. Now I want to put my dangle on there before the rest of that goes on. And that is going to be, if you guys remember when the perfume bottles used to have the little atomizer bulb on the side that would spray the perfume, I thought that would make a really cute little atomizer bulb. So then we're going to put on our crystal rondelle spacer, and that's going to be the neck of our bottle, just like we did with our little daisy spacer here. So that's just to show you guys that you can use different shapes just to imply whatever part of the bottle you're trying to create at the time. And for the topper we used a rondelle here, and that's what our bellflower is going to be on this one. So I'm going to put that pointed end going down, and that's going to look like the little crystal stopper in our perfume bottle. And that is our little atomizer bulb. I think that is so cute. And then I'm just going to bend it at about a 90-degree angle, same as we always do. Cut it down to 1/4 of an inch, round about, and then just roll it into a loop. And again, whatever you attach to the top, if it's a pendant bell or ear wires or whatever it may be, that's up to you, depending on what piece of jewelry you want to use this as. So there's another little perfume bottle. And I thought we would do a little bit fancier of one with our last one. And I wanted to show you guys that you can use different shapes for the body of the perfume bottle. And here I've got a 13 by 18 millimeter faceted rondelle. That's a pretty big bead. And let's see, we'll just list these as we put them on. First thing going on is a 4 millimeter daisy spacer, and that is just to keep my next one from slipping through because it's got a very large opening. And that's about a 12 millimeter wide metal bead cap in sort of a flower shape, and it doesn't have much of a curve to it. It's almost completely flat, so you want something with a low profile like that, or I did for my perfume bottle anyway. And then our 13 by 18 millimeter rondelle, and looks like that's showing up like blue in the camera lens, but it's really sort of a purple. And I just love this color. I thought that'd be a beautiful perfume bottle. And then for the neck of this one, since it's a little bit larger, I've got a little bit larger of a crystal rondelle spacer. For the neck of that, I'm using a 7 millimeter crystal rondelle spacer. And then I've got a teeny tiny 2 millimeter round silver bead. And this really is just going to raise our next bead up a little bit higher so that it doesn't fall down into the beveled area of our rondelle spacer. We've got another bellflower bead that we're using for the stopper in our perfume bottle. So this one is a little larger. It's a 6 by 8 to go with our larger perfume bottle. And when that goes on, as you can see, it doesn't go completely down inside the rondelle spacer, and it stands up a little more. I think that gives a nicer look. And so now we bend it over. And with these taller ones, you kind of have to be careful and make sure that you don't bend the body of the bottle. Cut it down to about 1/4 of an inch. And roll it into a loop. And there is a really fancy perfume bottle. I think that one is really, really cute. And I wanted to show you guys some more examples that I had already made up. Here is one in sort of an amber colored faceted rectangle bead. And this one just reminded me of the color of the liquid in a perfume that I used to wear before they stopped making it. And it was just the perfect color. So I really wanted to do one of those. I really like that. And then I've got another 4mm daisy spacer in there for the neck, but this time I used gold and sort of a amber toned kind of gold rondelle for the stopper in that, and I thought that was really cute. And another example here that I created to make it look like men's cologne. This looks like a bottle of men's cologne similar to what my husband wears, and I just really love it. This is the same size and shape of that rectangle bead that we've been using, and it's in black. And the cologne bottle that I was going for has a green bottle, or my husband also has it in a red. And I thought this black had sort of a green hue to it, and I thought that was really good. I couldn't find the bead in a green, but this works. And on top of that, I just used a smooth, round 6mm gold bead, because that cologne bottle just has a gold round cap on that, so I really loved that too. And then one last example. I created two really tiny ones that I thought would be really cute to put onto ear wires. And these are the faceted rectangle beads too, but they're in a smaller 10 by 12mm size. So I thought that would be really good for earrings. And then I used the silver 4mm daisy spacers and a 4x6 rondelle just in a clear crystal for the bottle caps on those. And they're sort of a iridescent purple color, and I really love those. So I thought that would make a really cute little pair of perfume bottle earrings. So just about any shape or size that you want to use, as long as you've got the basics: a larger shape for your perfume bottle, a neck, and a bottle stopper. And then that's pretty much all it takes, and you'll have a cute little perfume bottle. So you guys be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of my perfume bottles. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like over on my Facebook page, and be sure to join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll put the links to all of those in the description below, so be sure and check those out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.